Hey, it's about 9 o'clock on Monday, and I'm still in the town of Ystad. It looks like Ystad. I think I also thought it was Stad. I was wrong. I was corrected by someone who had a feeling it was Ystad. You know who you are. Anyway, I think this is like the town square. There's this beautiful fountain, and this town is just adorable. A TV series, a Swedish series called Wallander, I believe it's about a detective named Wallander, is filmed or was filmed primarily here. I think it was also a movie, and I think a number of movies were also filmed here, and I can see why. It's just adorable. I mean, I shared some pictures yesterday. It's pretty quiet out here. It's noisy over there. I'm not sure what's going on, but quiet at night. It was really quiet yesterday too. A lot of stores and things were closed. Oh, there's the church. That's the St. Maria Church. I visited yesterday. Hundreds and hundreds of years old, and when you walk in, it blows you away. It's just like, whoa. Some churches you walk in, churches are always nice. Again, I love visiting places of worship, any denomination, don't care. The architecture is usually really lovely. But sometimes you get inside and you're kind of like, oh, okay, they're kind of stark or whatever. Not this one. This one blew me away. It would anybody. It's just beautiful. Where was I going? I'm losing my train of thought. But this town is lovely. I could see it being a day trip for a lot of people, especially from like Malmo. If people are staying in Malmo, it's only a 50-minute train ride. Listen to that. That's beautiful. I love that. It's still going. More crepes. Of course, there's a beautiful, yeah. So I could see this being a place where people make day trips. I'm really glad I stayed 2 nights. I could take things at a leisurely pace, get to know it a little better. Yesterday I did a walk along the eastern part of the city from the marina. You can walk along. There are beaches. There's a big spa, and there's a bunch of piers like jetting out into the Baltic Sea, and because it was windy, the waves and things were kind of crazy, and that was really great. That was a lovely walk. And then today, after kind of a leisurely morning, I did a walk on the western part of that trail, and again, kind of along the water. I went to the town of, I don't know how to, Svarte. Really tiny. It was about 5 miles from my hotel total, but I knew I could take the train back here. The train leaves every 30 minutes, so just bought a ticket on my app and caught the train back here. I was kind of tired by that point. I think the universe felt like I needed to talk to people a little bit, because that's, for those of you who have followed me along for a while, that's what I love about travel. Like I love yeah, of course the big monuments are great. Those are part of it. But for me, the biggest part of it, my favorite parts of it, are talking to people. So talking to locals, talking to even other tourists, getting to know people, getting to know their way of life. And the food and drink, that's a big part of it too. Experiencing some of that local stuff. And up until today, I really hadn't had many conversations with people. Again, no one, I had read and also had heard, like, Swedes can be a little closed off, a little shy. Like, they're not going to really say much. Everyone's friendly. It's not that people were rude, but just, I hadn't had those, like, conversations. And The other two hotels I stayed at were a little larger, like, 50, 60 rooms, so more guests. The B&B I'm staying in now has 6 rooms, and it's run by a lovely woman. I need to get her name tomorrow before I leave. Just fantastic. So talked to her for a while this morning during breakfast, got to know about her a little bit. So that was great. And then I met Lavisa on the trail today. I posted about her. That was just an awesome conversation. Lavisa, that conversation today did more for me than you'll know. And then later on during my fika, or heading to my fika, I was just down the street leaving my room, and these kids popped their head out of the window. Hello, hi. I was like, oh, hi. Where are you going? I'm like, going to get some coffee. Oh. And they're like, do you speak Swedish? I'm like, no, I'm from the US. So talked to them for a while. They were just adorable. So again, I feel like, I don't know, someone knew something new that I needed to maybe talk to some people today. And it just all kind of clicked. And I needed that, I think. It made today. I mean, it's already a special town. And I've enjoyed Stockholm. I enjoyed Lund. All three are different, fantastic places. But I did feel like I was missing out on some of those connections and conversations, especially as a solo traveler. I feel I need some of that. I rely on some of that to just keep my sanity a little bit, because I'm such a chatty patty, so to speak. So anyway, tomorrow I leave the city. I move on, and I will miss it. I loved it here. I loved it. I've loved Sweden. I'm moving on from Sweden also, and can't recommend it enough. Yeah, it's pretty fantastic, really fantastic. So hope you all have a wonderful evening. Go Brewers. They will start the game at 3 a.m. So I don't know if I'll be awake, and I'll probably just be getting up when the game is done. So I'm going to be sending good vibes while I'm sleeping, or maybe I'll be awake. Who knows? Okay. Hope you're all doing well. Good night.